Okay, another edition of Kingswood Studio, Better Get to Know a Garden. And it's like the 6th of August. So quite a bit's happened, both positive and negative. And just thought that we would do a little bit more extensive tour of the extensive Hanna family holdings here in Bainbridge Township. So we'll get to the garden, but many of you have called in and requested a bigger, better tour of all of our property. So you're going to get it today. First of all, Nancy, here's your 4 o'clocks. These were 5 years old. There's a couple of them that made it among the crabgrass that's coming in nicely. And as we're going down here, you can see that over in the Evil Half Acres yard, we have this pampas grass, which is an invasive species. I've been beating it back somewhat successfully, but it's very persistent. You got to keep after it. This area down here is very swampy, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm going to plant it in milkweed maybe next year, after I get all of this pampas grass beat back. This right here, this little guy, is a red buckeye. He does not like it here. It's too wet, so he's going to have to be moved. And there's another one over here as well. And again, it's too wet for him. But as you can see, you can pretty good demarcation of this end of the Hanna Estates. This is a red fern dawn that I planted about 5 years ago. It has been chewed on by every critter down here, but it just keeps going. Over here, this is the rock garden. All of these boulders were put here when they drained the lake so the equipment could get back here. Now, our 1.53 acres goes out there kind of to that tree line. That is the Lytton Creek over there that you can kind of follow. And with a very steep drop off. You can just imagine when the lake was here, this was pretty deep. So it was a good thing the girls learned how to swim. As we're walking along this drop off, here's another tree I planted many years ago. This is a sassafras tree. And this has been foraged by the deer, even though it's supposed to be deer resistant. Our deer didn't get the message. So I have to put some fencing around it, and that seems to have deterred them. Here's a little Rudbeckia. I don't know where that came from, but it's a welcome sight. Now here's the more challenging part. This is the bird sanctuary over here, and they love making their nests in the cattails. It's very swampy back here, so it's going to take some major terraforming to do anything back here. Kind of doubt if I will. My feet are getting soaked. I am not going to go too much further, but over to this tree right there. There's the edge of the property. And then as we come over down here, I don't know if I can get back there or not. This is the wilderness. That tree is on our property, and the creek just kind of flows through there. So that's kind of where we're at. All right, I'm going to turn it off here, and then we'll do the garden.